Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for May 11th through the 17th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. If you see a little bit of smoky type of a situation, I got some incense going, so don't freak out. Your TV screen's not burning, or your computer, or your phone. You're good. It's me. It's not you. Let's see, Cappy. The overall energy for the reading: the Four of Pentacles. You're hanging on to something, or possibly even being stubborn about something here. But let's see what's going on. In the recent past, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Seven of Cups. Kind of refusing to looking into some options there. I do see a commitment in the middle there, and then I see some options tied up to that commitment. And I kind of see a rejective to that. Like, nah, no, not a good idea. You know? In the current situation, the Emperor, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Something that generally feels good here. It's kind of, there's a sense of defeat to it. So generally, something you're dealing with that, you know, it's good. You don't have to worry about. Everything's fine there. Right now, there's either you're tired, extremely tired here, and maybe you're finding comfort in this energy of, oh my God, this feels so good, but I'm just not going to do shit. Or, I don't know, there's a sense of defeat to it, so I can't quite connect it 100% yet, but we'll get there. In the immediate future, the King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Hangman. Potentially going through a loss here, which I don't know if it's happening at this moment in time or if it happened already a while ago. But you're going through that process with like the biggest intention to go through that process. So you're like, okay, this happened or is happening. I'm open for the healing of this. You know, so it's pretty cool the way you're showing up, despite the energy that's kind of in the middle there of a potential loss. But yeah, because you're kind of like, okay, hit me. I'm gonna feel pain right now. Okay, I'm feeling pain right now. I'm gonna feel like I want to cry. Okay, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna feel like, you know. So pretty open to the process here, which is pretty cool to see. Let me see the Four of Pentacles. You get the Star, the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. I mean, basically you're hanging on to, like, almost stubbornly to a goal. You set up a goal for yourself, and I feel like you've already initiated the path towards that goal. And you feel good about the first steps here by the looks of it. And yeah, that's kind of like, okay, I'm doing this, goddammit, you know. So that's the stubbornness that I see there. So that's a good type of stubbornness, you know. Especially as you're just kind of, you know, setting your first steps on this path. But in the recent past, for the Nine of Wands, you get the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Eight of Cups. Why are you... You don't seem to be open. Like, if you and me have, you know, you're my friend, right? And we're discussing some options about something. Let's say we're taking a trip together or something. Anything that comes out, even from you sometimes, so any option, any idea, any kind of suggestion I may have, you shut it down. But like even before it's brought up or something, in the way you show up here, almost like, okay, I can think of something fun to do on the third day of our trip, who knows where, and you're like, I don't know, I'm just not in the mood, I'm not feeling it, I don't know. So it's almost like you don't want to do shit in that vacation, which That in itself can be, maybe you needed a break, maybe, because it's not that you wanted to reject these things, you weren't up for it, so it's like you didn't have the energy for it or something. So whatever is being brought up here, you kind of shut it down, and I don't even think you know that you're shutting it down. It's just you're not really up for pretty much anything back there. And it's all tied up to, again, a connection to someone. So whatever this is just, I don't know, you're exhausted, you got nothing to give, or who knows. But for the Four of Wands in the recent past, you get the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, the Death card. Yeah, I don't know if you needed a break from this whole connection, situation, commitment you may have had, or just a complete cutoff from it. Because I see you eventually, after kind of saying no to pretty much any option that came through, I see you slowly but surely almost starting to walk away from this, and then it definitely ends at some point. So, you know, it's like, again, going back to the example of we're friends and we're taking a trip together. We might end up taking that trip together, but after that trip, in which you're not open to anything, you might start to distance yourself here, you know, to the point of we're going to end up not talking at all. So it kind of looks like that's the course for whatever happened there. Let me do the Seven of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Eight of Wands. See, in theory, whatever options these were for whatever this is, they sounded good. They felt good. You know, but like when you kind of put it down on paper, it becomes very complicated, almost mission impossible there. So maybe there was a lack of resonance here between you and this other energy. Maybe you just didn't see things, you know. Maybe you just didn't see eye to eye, and that was that. It does feel like a friendship. It could be something else, but it does feel like a friendship to me. But anyways, let's do the Emperor in the current situation, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups. Yeah, you're surrounding yourself with awesome energy. So you're in a time and space here in which you're putting yourself first. There's a lot of care for yourself. And then the energies you surround yourself with are definitely those of love, you know, friendship, support, all of that. So that's a pretty cool energy you're in. What is up with this? Is it like chronic exhaustion, or what's up with the Ten of Swords there? For the Ten of Cups, you get the Nine of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's what it is. So generally, you are in this space, or you're trying to get yourself to be in this space in which everything is freaking bliss. You know, you're happy internally, externally. You're surrounding yourself with all sorts of good energies, and that's the goal here. You do have one particular situation here that keeps on going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I assume it's the past situation there. Like, it's not, even though it has the energy over it of this is done, it's not quite completely done. It still keeps on coming in and coming out, and I feel like that's the part in which you're showing up as, I'm tired of it. I'm just sick and tired of this. You know, like, you're not showing up as if, oh my god, it's taken up my whole life, or it's you know, influencing all sorts of areas in my life. No, but this particular situation is just it's at the point in which you're over it. It's still coming back and forth, though. You know, for the Ten of Swords, you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Fool, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, again, it's not influencing most areas of your life. You're good there. You're doing your thing. And then this hits you. And it's like, fuck no. You know, it's like that one friend that was your friend at some point, and then you no longer want them to be your friend, and then they call you, and then you don't answer. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, you're done with that, but it's just not leaving you alone. It's almost like a little persistent little that keeps on following you around, this energy. Anyways, let's do the King of Cups in the immediate future. You get the Knight of Wands, the Empress, the Tower. Ooh! Maybe, okay. Okay. I'm not, I can't, I see you going at it like quite passionate, almost because you want to address the situation. You want to be done with it. You're done. But you want to be done. Like, leave me the fuck alone, So the way you're going towards it is with an open heart. So you're trying to be as caring and respectful to the situation as possible. But at the same time, you want to make yourself clear. Like, get the fuck out. Leave me alone already, So when you do that, what your method of madness is here is that of you're going in super passionate, but like super passionate. Like you have two torches in your hand and you're like, loving, but but it's in your mind, it's just to make it clear. Like, I need to make it clear. Like, I need to send a clear message here. And I think it will, but I think it's going to create a little bit of a shit show. But I think the message is clear because it's coming back again as, okay, this is done. But then again, we've been there before. Just this method, I think it's new for you, that you're trying to apply here. Let me do the 5 of Pentacles in the immediate future. You get the King of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Wands. There's something with this dynamic. There's something with it. Like, energetically speaking, there's quite the bond, quite the chemistry there. But like, physically, it's like somebody's not getting the message or something. And you keep on trying to deliver the message in so many different ways, but it's like, maybe this time, I don't know. Because with the Hangman, you're kind of looking like, okay, let's wait and see. Was the message clear enough this time? For the Hangman, you get the Emperor, the 2 of Wands, the 9 of Swords. For a while, it seems like it. And then, no, it doesn't have to. It might have been very clear. But after a while, I see you, because I see you, being at peace for a little bit there. Being like, okay, I did my thing, and now let's let it all settle, and we'll see. But I think it worked out this time around in me delivering a very clear message of, I'm done here, get the fuck out. After a while, I see you starting to stress out. But I think you're starting to stress out because you probably are starting to realize how you did this. Because I don't know what the hell you're doing here, but man, a dust storm is nothing. Tornado may be combined with dust storms and hurricanes all together, the result of what you're doing here. So I just see the energy, and it's a little terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go the opposite direction here, So I think for a little bit, everything works out where you're like, I think that was clear. And then after a while, I think you're starting to kind of realize, the storm you brought into the, which I think, I'm not sure if you're doing anything about it. I think it's just, there's almost a sense of, what the fuck did I just do there? Like almost being a little guilty or a little, But yeah, I think you're just trying to deliver a message in so many ways here that it's not even funny. And then you're trying this method, which I don't know what it is. I just see the end result and it's scary. But it's, again, from your perspective, is I gotta make myself clear somehow, From the universe for you, as the final advice, the Ace of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Knight of Wands. You're kind of pondering on that idea on how to address this next so that you put an end to it, like a real end to it. And I see you almost kind of going for it and trying some things, but then I see you backing away, and ultimately you are coming up with this very passionate but clear energy. So you're prepping for this type of approach to the situation. But yeah, interesting. Okay. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.